Speaking of water is wet.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody who watches this show knows I am a Disney fan. I like the MCU a lot. I like their Star Wars movies, Rise of Skywalker notwithstanding. I love Pixar. I like most Disney films. I'm a big Disney Plus subscriber. I like Disney. I like Disney very much. I'm not a fan of their new CEO, Bob Chapek.
No.
I don't know if you knew that or not. Not a big fan of the CEO of Disney, Bob Chapek. Now, I cheer for him. I'm Team Chapek. I'll wave the Bob Chapek flag. I mean, he's the CEO there, so I hope he does a good job. I hope he turns things around. I hope he becomes the best CEO they've ever had. And I'll be cheering for him to do that. But I don't think he's done a very good job up till now. And I'm not the only one. There have been like petitions going around signed by Disney employees asking for Bob Chapek to be removed, the way he botched, well, just about everything he's done at the company, the way he's botched just about everything. But again, I will wave the Bob Chapek flag. I'm on his side. I want him to do great. But here's the latest thing. Hey, Ray,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you remember this, but Ann and I invited you to our wedding. Do you remember that? We invited you to our wedding.
Right.
Did you show up, or did you skip it telling me you had like scheduling conflicts and you had something else planned that day? I can't remember. What happened?
I showed up.
Yeah. Oh, that's right.
I showed up and I got extremely drunk.
Yes,
afterwards.
you did. Yes.
All I remember is people were saying I was on the floor on my face, and then like,
yes, you were.
I think Chris Tapley took pictures of me.
Yeah,
I don't know how that happened, but I just had way too much fun that day.
It was a fun day, the wedding. But the thing is, it was a pretty important event.
Right.
You made sure you showed up,
Oh,
right?
of course.
It's
It's scheduled months in advance too. How are you not gonna show up, right?
because it's hard to get on Ray Ora's schedule. I don't know if you knew this.
I
It's difficult.
I sleep like most of the day.
So here's the thing. This is what's going on. So D23 this weekend, this big D23 event, right? Back in June, they announced that, obviously the CEO of Disney is going to be at this big Disney event, D23. The D stands for Disney, in case you didn't know. So
It could stand for other things too, depending on how you feel.
it could mean other things, I suppose. So, you'd figure, of course, the CEO of Disney will be at this big Disney major event. And of course, back in like May, June, they announced that he's going to be there. So word just came out that Bob Chapek, all of a sudden, now remember, this was booked back in May or June, months and months and months ago. He knew about it. His assistant knew about it. His handlers knew about it. His secretary and his, gaggle of lackeys with VP titles, they all knew about it. It's in his books for months. Big D, standing for Disney, 23. He's the CEO of Disney. So word just came out that, oops, in the words of Britney Spears, oops, I did it again.
Oh my God.
Don't tempt me to break into song.
No.
Oops, I did it again. He's like, I'm sorry. I just realized I have a scheduling conflict. Let me back this up for a second. So the story here is now that Bob Chapek is not going to be there. And they are signaling that it's because of a scheduling conflict, that he was supposed to be in LA that day and isn't going to be able to get back for it. Oh, darn. Oh, man, I totally forgot I had this thing in LA. D23, big Disney event, CEO of Disney supposed to be there.
Biggest Disney event, and you're not going to be there.
And he is not going to be there. Now, I went through a number of there's a whole sphere on the web and on YouTube, whatever, of like Disney Insider things, like that do nothing but cover Disney news and Disney Insider. And most of them today are basically saying this, that there have been a couple of events that Bob Chapek has been at that he got heckled at, and he doesn't like it. And the theory being ported here is that he is simply doesn't want to get on stage in front of thousands of people out of fear that he's going to get booed off stage. Now, before you run and think that, that's ridiculous. You know what's ridiculous? Saying something like a major Disney event called D23 that you've been scheduled for months to appear at, and suddenly there's a scheduling conflict. If you buy that, that's what's ridiculous. And again, this isn't like some lunch meeting. It's not some lunch meeting. It's not like some minor little thing that he had on the books for months, but it's like, I really should be doing this other thing he said. This is D23. This is a major D23 event that he's been booked for, that people bought tickets for, partially because they saw the CEO of the company is going to be there. Do you think Roger Goodell, for those of you who don't know, commissioner of the National Football League, do you think Roger Goodell has his assistant come in someday? So, okay, Mr. Goodell, during the Super Bowl, at halftime, we need to do this, and have Goodell go, oh, wait a minute. I forgot. I'm getting my teeth cleaned that day. Oh, darn it. I can't make it to the Super Bowl. You think the commissioner of the NFL is not going to show up to one of the biggest days of the year for the NFL? Of course he's going to be there. He's not going to have a scheduling conflict. And if a scheduling conflict did pop up, guess what he's going to cancel? He ain't going to cancel his appearance at the Super Bowl. He's going to cancel whatever the fuck else he was doing, going somewhere else. Bob Chapek continues to embarrass this company. It's gone past the point now that he's just made some bad decisions. Bob Chapek is now an embarrassment to this company. You're the CEO of Disney. You have a major public Disney event that you are supposed to be at, that you are scheduled for, that you're supposed to stand in front of the Disney faithful and address, and you say, I can't go because I got lunch plans, or whatever it is his scheduling conflict is. I'm never getting invited to another Disney thing ever, by the way. I don't, but and listen, I only say this because I love Disney. I love their content. I think their content brings joy to the world. I think their content has brought joy to me. I can think of many dark times in my life when popping in something that Marvel had produced or Disney had produced, whether it's through Pixar or Star Wars or an MCU thing or whatever, brought joy and some relief to me in a dark day. I love Disney. Love Disney. This guy's become an embarrassment. This guy is the ass crack Flash of Disney now. He's the embarrassing thing because the other things are mistakes. How he botched the whole day and date release thing with Pixar that turned off all the Pixar employees. That's a learning mistake. The way he botched the Scarlett Johansson situation, totally botched it, but that was a learning mistake. This is an embarrassment. This is Roger Goodell not showing up at the Super Bowl. All right, that's what this is. Now, I'm not saying D23 is the Super Bowl, but it's an embarrassment. And when all these Disney insider websites, these core Disney fan websites and outlets and news shows are saying, look, we all know why he's not coming. He's not coming because he's embarrassed to get booed. And getting booed, he will. And listen, I'll give Bob Chapek some credit here. If he's afraid of getting booed, he's not being paranoid. He is going to get on a stage and he's going to hear some boos. But that's part of the job. You think Gary Bettman ever didn't want to go to a draft because he knew when he gets on stage at the draft, he's going to hear boos? No. Guess what he still does? He puts on his big boy pants, says, I'm the commish, and I'm going to stand up there and represent this league. And I know there are going to be people that boo, and that's fine. There are fans. They have a right to boo if they want to boo. And I'm going to stand up there and represent this organization and do my job. Scheduling conflict. Come on. Come up with something better than that. Say you grow a sixth toe and you're really concerned and you got to go see the world's leading sixth toe expert in Florida or something. I don't know. Make up something better. But this is embarrassing. And I don't know what other thing is going to come out, but I just think this is awful. So I don't know, guys, you tell me, am I overstating this? When you look at what his track record has been up till now, to then follow it up with something like this, am I over? And maybe I am. Listen, my heart is very connected to all this. So maybe I'm overly sensitive to it. Maybe many of you feel like John, this is an overreaction. Hell, maybe I'll wake up tomorrow and think this is an overreaction. But right now, I think this is nothing short of an embarrassment on the company. I don't know. Am I overreacting? What do you guys think?
I don't think you are.
Now, when is D23?
It's this weekend, I think.
It's this weekend?
I think it's called, Destination D23, I believe, is this weekend. I believe.
The only thing I'm thinking is how all the other events have been this year, like the D Plus or Disney Plus Day.
Yeah, Disney Plus Day, yeah.
The DC fandom. What if D23 doesn't have anything this year? Like, if you look at the Disney Plus Day, there wasn't much to show. I mean, what if they really don't have a good event this year? Maybe Chapek is trying to tell us lunch is better than D23 this year. And sometimes lunch is better than anything, depending on what he's eating.
But I mean, that would only, to me, make it even more imperative. Like, if that was the case, listen, I'm sure they've got a great presentation lined up. But if that was the case, it would make it even more important that the CEO be there to give something to it. But here's the thing. And again, it goes back. There's no rule written anywhere that says the CEO of Disney has to show up to world premiere of Disney films. But I'm sorry. Every single... I'm going to put the camera on you guys for a second because I'm going to grab something.
Where are your pants?
Don't tell people that. It's a secret. All right. So, listen. I go to a lot of premieres. For a lot of different studios. This right here, this is only my Disney pile.
Holy crap.
This is my Disney pile for all the world premieres, right? So there's that one. Was that one going to show it there?
Yeah,
There's
flex,
there's
baby.
that one. Oh, big flex here. There's my buddy, my good friend Shang-Chi. Another one. I really like this Wreck-It Ralph one. This one was pretty good. Anyway, tons of these things. How did this one get in here? This one is not a Disney one. Let me get rid of that one. That shouldn't be in this pile. Anyway, so by the way, Terminal, Margot Robbie, Mike Myers, Simon Pegg, cool little film.
There's only one good Terminal movie, and that's with Tom Hanks.
Oh, don't even get me started on that.
That's Ann and I's favorite movie ever.
Ann loves that movie.
We love Terminal.
And I hate it. So, okay. But the point of all that is this. Of all those premieres I've been to, just the Disney ones, I can't think of one that Bob Iger wasn't there. I can't think of one. Maybe there might have been one and I just forgot. I mean, that's totally possible. I'm not saying here for a fact that Bob Iger 100% showed up at every single one. I'm just saying I can't recall one personally that I was at that Bob Iger was not there. It is a big Disney event when one of their big motion pictures is premiering. And it's important that he shows up, right? And I don't know if I can find this one now because it's probably all lost. There's one. Is this the other one? Yeah, okay. So these are all tangled up. But here's the thing. Bob Iger was always there because it's Disney. It's a big event for us. This is important. Not only do I need to put my face there because I'm the CEO of the company, but I want to show my support for our filmmakers and creators and executives and administrative people who've poured their blood, sweat, and tears into making this hundreds of millions of dollars movie, making billions of dollars in revenue for us. I need to show up here not just to be the face of the company. I need to be here to publicly show my support for these people because I'm the boss. Can't think of one that Big Papa Iger wasn't at. These are two movies that I've been to. These are two premieres that I've been to, and I'm sure, yeah, there it goes. These are two premieres that I've been to since Bob Chapek became CEO. The Dick Zit didn't bother to show up to either of them. He didn't bother to show up. Not only abdicating his responsibility to be the face of the company at a major company event like that, but also utterly failing to show support, to show that he's got their backs, to be there to visibly be a representation to his filmmakers, creators, and administrators who poured years of their lives into making this product for his company, and he can't be bothered to show up. He can't be bothered to show up. And now you got this D23 event that they already publicly said he was going to be at. They told the Disney faithful he was going to be there. They told him all that. He knew it. Oh, I forgot I got something else that day. Oh, I forgot. I got a lunch. Got an important meeting. It's not every day you get to have tea with Leonardo DiCaprio, you know. You got. By the way, I don't know what it is he's doing, but it doesn't matter what it is he's doing. It's an important thing. You're the face of the company, and you're not showing up. So, look, John, you said you're going to be cheering for him. I am cheering for him.
This is a weird sort of cheer.
It's a weird kind of cheering. Yeah, okay.
Your own way. You've got your own way about things.
It's a weird kind of cheering. Yes, I am cheering for him to succeed.
Yeah,
I want him.
I think
succeed.
we all are. I think we
all
all
are.
We all want to see.
We all want him to do well.
Yeah.
Right? Like we all want him to do well. I want him to do well. I want him to exceed Bob Iger, be the greatest leader this company's ever had, and lead Disney into a glorious future. That's what I want for Bob Chapek. That's what I'm hoping for.
His approach is just, I think, way different to business than Bob Iger's, and that's where I think the problems arise. Like, I don't know. I'm just saying from outside looking in, it seems like they go about it different ways.
Right. Now, look, I just called him a dick-zit. Okay. He's not, I'm sure he's a wonderful human being. Okay. That was just me getting carried away. I'm sure Bob Chapek is not a dick-zit. All right. I just got carried away there, but I'm sure he's a wonderful guy. I'm just saying, being a wonderful guy does not abdicate you from the responsibilities of fulfilling your responsibilities.
True.
You want to be the leader of this thing? Be the leader of it. Sack up. Do what you need to do. Bob Iger had faith in you, man. The Disney board had faith in you. Justify the faith that they have put in you and start by just showing up. What did they say about parenting? That 80% of parenting is just showing up? Show up. You're the boss. You are now Big Papa Chapek. Be Big Papa Chapek. Anyway, sorry. Have I gone on with this long enough? I've gone on this long enough. So I'll move off of this. But yeah, that's that. Anyway, guys, what do you think about this? What do you think about Bob Chapek not bothering to show up? He's not going to show up to the D23, just like he doesn't show up to the premieres, and he doesn't want to represent this company. I don't know. Maybe I'm overreacting. Maybe I'll even me, I'll think I'm overreacting tomorrow. I don't know. But how do you feel about it? Jump down into the comment section below and let us know your thoughts.